episode number 127 of the CKU Dynasty, and look at that cover of Sports Illustrated. Charles Harrison on the cover. One for the ages, as we had a comeback for the ages. 36-7 in the second half to win 39-35 and take home the MPC Computers Bowl. This time it is the off-season. The national championship is between Ohio State and Oregon State. I'm taking the Beavers going back to back. They're the favorite in my opinion. I think it's going to be a good game. Let's check out who this national champion is. We have been offered a 6-year contract extension. I'll take it. So that gives us an 11-year contract with the extension. Heck yeah, I'll take it. We're still a 5-star. We're not getting out of the whack. Oh no. Who's the national champion? Oregon State, back to back. The Beavs have done it. Back to back for the Beavs. Let's check out your 2014 All-Americans. Tucker got the page in SI. He's obviously on the first team. Who all did we have? Bell made first team All-American from New Mexico State. Tucker got first team. Stevens, Nelson, Marshall. We got the entire first team All-American offensive line with a senior, 3 juniors, and a freshman. That is wild. Nobody on defense. Specialists? No specialists either. Second team, Ball State with a second team All-American quarterback. We had Travis Goff as a freshman. That is wild. Specialists, none. All-conference first team, Casey Davis, the entire offensive line. David Foster, Travis Goff. Mark Bailey is a kicker. He made 7 of 8 field goals. I thought that'd be maybe second team worthy. Specialist? Casey Davis at returner, Mark Bailey at kicker, and second team, JT Clemens at running back, Mitchell at guard. So we had 7 offensive linemen, all conference. That is wild. David Mangum at defensive end, Anderson at corner. Let's check out the freshman All-Americans, because I forgot about them. JT Clemens at running back, Frazier at tackle, Goff at corner. What a season. What an absolute season for this team. Where did we finish in the rankings? Oregon State, obviously number 1. Tennessee, number 2. Michigan, 3. Ohio State, 4. California, 5. We finished 9th in the coaches poll, 11th in the media, and 10th in the BCS. I will absolutely take that. Before we get into the off-season, do not forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Let's shoot for 5 likes on the video. Let's check out the final season stats. Final season stats for 2014 at quarterback, Charles Harrison, 48 for 133, 1,309 yards, 10 touchdowns, 13 picks. DeMarcus Smart threw 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 850 yards. John Johnson had no touchdowns and a pick, and 24 yards through the air on 1 for 3. Rushing, Charles Harrison led the team with 901 yards and 7 touchdowns. Honestly, I may want to keep him as a running option. I'm thinking of converting him to running back. I am serious about that. Yeah, hear me out. I may convert him to running back. He can run. JT Clemens, 544 and 9. Darryl Graham in his final season, 530 and 8. Brian Jackson, 36. Bevan Garnett, 29. John Johnson, 26 and 1. Tyson Stewart, 21 and 2. Kendrick Austin, 14. Roshan McDowell, 7. Receiving, leading receiver for the year, Roshan McDowell, 775 yards and 3 touchdowns. Stephen Castillo, 469 and 2. Casey Davis, 342 and 4. Jermaine Jones, 158 and 3. Garnett, 140 and 3. Graham, 162. Harris with 30. Clemens with 16. Evan Anderson, 84 and 1. Crowell with 7. Blocking, Terry Marshall had 100 pancakes. Where does that stack with the conference? He leads it We lead the conference with our top 5. Where do we run with the nation? Top 3, Marshall 100, Tucker 91, Frazier 81, Eric Sanders from Air Force with 46, Nelson 44. As for the rest of the team, Garnett 43, Stevens 26, Crowell 19, 17 for Davis, 8 McDowell, 5 for Mitchell, 4 for Graham, 4 for Meyer, 3 for Clemens, 3 for Stewart, 2 for Jones, and 1 for Castillo, along with 1 for Kendrick Austin. Defensively, David Foster led the team with 45 tackles on the year. Mangum not far behind him with 40. Leading the team in TFLs, David Foster with 24. He had Goff had 15 TFLs. Robinson had 11. Leading the team in sacks, also David Foster with 16 sacks. Goff behind him with 12. Robinson with 5. Greg Brown led the team with 4 interceptions. Anderson, McPherson each had 2. Butch had 1. Goff had 1. Richards had 1. Forced fumbles leading the way. David Foster had 6. He had 6. Where does that stack in the conference? He's tied with Brian Smith from Louisiana Tech. Where does that stack with the rest of the country? He's in 2nd. Austin Brothers from Memphis had 7 forced fumbles. Good God. Mangum with 1. Anderson, Tucker, Meyer, and Rice Robbins all had 1. Fumble recoveries, Mangum, Goff, Jones, Bradley, Stevens, Lovelady, Meyer, Rice all had 1. You can block you can block something. We've never done it, but the stat is here. It is apparently a thing that can happen and surprisingly common. As for safeties on the team, I know we had 1 this year. It was David Foster against La Tech. Defensive touchdowns, Anderson had 2. Goff, Brown, and Richards all had 1. Kicking, Mark Bailey, 7 for 8 on field goals, 40-yard long, 48 for 48 on extra point. Punting, Mark Bentley, 17 punts, 668 punt yards, an average of 39.2, a longest of 59, 4 inside the 20, and 1 touchback. No punts were blocked. Kick returns, Casey Davis, 519 and 2. McDowell had 280. Nero Graham had 18 yards, and Kendrick Austin had 8 on onside kicks. And for punt returns, leading the yardage was Rashawn McDowell with 195, but Casey Davis had a touchdown and 115 yards. Daryl Graham returned 1 punt for 4 yards. Where did we rank team-wise? I need to check stat rankings. We had a terrible offensive yards per game at 107, 115 in passing yards, 5th in rushing yards. We just were not a good passing team this year at all. We were awful passing the ball. Really not that good in the red zone either. We were really good on defense, but our offense was just awful. Dude. Oh my God. 23 interceptions. We were the worst in the nation in that. 2nd to last in just give away the ball entirely. No, we were 56 in takeaways. It's not at all close, but I'll take it over being dead last for interceptions thrown. 23. Golly. Yeah, no one was even close to us. Let's get to the offseason. Let's go. We are making a small change to the budget. We are dropping discipline points down to 20%, training up to 20, and recruiting up to 60. Actually, we'll put recruiting at 55. We'll put training at 25 because the training last year was absolutely abysmal. But we need some more points on recruiting. I think we can trust our team to not get in trouble. We didn't get in trouble at all last year. So, might be a bad decision on my part, but I'm going to bump down the discipline and pray that it all works out. Let's go to the players leaving. It's time for the sad part. We got to talk 3 players out of the draft. This is gonna be interesting. Let's start with our highest rated. Let's start with Jordan Stevens. Max out the let's max out the points. No! We gotta deliberate again, dude! Marshall, let's go 50 points. Alright, we're bringing him back. Brennan Nelson, let's go 50 points. We're bringing him back. Stevens. Let's drop 50 points. Yeah! We got all three! We got all three! Let's go! It's time to say goodbye to the graduating seniors. Leon Adams, in 3 years as a Tiger, he got playing time. He didn't record any stats, but he did get playing time this season. Jason Riley, he had 1 tackle in 2013. I can't remember if I got him in the game this year. I think I did, but when we had the senior night game, it was too close to put any of the backups in. Marcus McKeon, I remember he did get some stats on the offensive side of the ball. He had 1 reception for 14 yards in 2012. Gotta roll that back. Smart. Fakes the handoff. Looking, McKeon. Caught! First down! Casey Davis. Now we're getting into the players that just racked up numbers. He came into the program as a player that I didn't want to throw the ball to because he had a thing for dropping passes, and he never really got away from that. In fact, he dropped more passes his junior year than his freshman and sophomore. He dropped 8 in those two, and he dropped 8 in his junior year, dropped 6 this year. But he had 342 yards this year, a total of 4 years, 1,193 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Davis rolling, looking for Casey Davis. He's so open. Casey Davis! Juked the wrong way out of bounds, but what a first career reception for Casey Davis. 2:10 to go, 2nd and 2 from the 6. Harrison looking, end zone, touchdown! Touchdown, Casey Davis! The Tigers are in the lead! On the rushing front, nothing. He had 1 pass attempt and failed. He had 30 pancakes in his career, 3 punt returns, all this year, 1 touchdown. And this year, he had 18 kick returns, he had 19 in total, and he had 2 kick return touchdowns. And he also had 12 tackles on defense. I will take that. Cedric Lovelady in 4 years as a Tiger, 51 tackles, 5 sacks, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and 3 pass deflections. Boise State, 5 wide, 2nd and 15. Let's it go, intercepted by Cedric Lovelady. What? Award-wise, he was a 2013 second team All-Conference. Oh yeah, Casey Davis was 2014 first team All-Conference. Darryl Graham in 3 years as a Tiger, 122 rushing attempts for 664 yards, 10 touchdowns. Harrison, option left side this time. There's a pancake. He's gonna pitch to Darryl Graham. Graham's got a lead! Touchdown, Tigers! We're gonna be tied up with the extra point. Tigers 2 for 3 in the red zone today, down to 10 seconds in the quarter, 1st and goal from the 9. Harrison, option, right side, pitch to Graham, in the end zone, touchdown! Receiving, he had 6 receptions for 162. He also had 2 tackles on defense, and 4 kick returns, and 1 punt return, and 6 pancakes. Mike Richards in 2 years as a Tiger, just 2 years, 38 tackles, 4 interceptions, a fumble recovery, a pick 6 against Nevada, 17 pass deflections, including the pass deflection against Boston College to wrap up the greatest comeback in CKU history. Robinson, he's gonna keep it. Throw is intercepted! Mark Richards! Juke! Pick 6! Touchdown! CKU! more than likely be the final play of the ball game. Boston College in range for a Hail Mary. Matthews back to pass. He's under pressure for the end zone. Bat it down! Bat it down! It's over! The comeback is real! There will be a party! The Tigers survive! They win! 39-35! Also, on the award front, last season he was a second-team All-Conference. Chris Tucker, let's start with his awards. Freshman All-Conference. 4-time First-Team All-Conference. 3-time First-Team All-American. Dear God. He had 253 career pancakes and only 9 sacks allowed. What a legend. David Mangum, in 4 years, 132 tackles, 17 sacks, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, 4 pass deflections, and a 2-time second-team All-Conference. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Irish from their own 46-yard line. Martin, back to pass. Foster, stripped it! Recovered! Mangum! Tigers take over! Michael McPherson, he was a 2011 First-Team All-Conference, or All-American. Also 2011 First-Team All-Conference, I did read that right. And a 2012 Second-Team All-Conference. His final stats include 102 tackles, 23 sacks, 4 interceptions, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, a defensive touchdown, and 22 pass deflections. Powell back to pass. He throws! Intercepted Michael McPherson! To the 40! To the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35 to the 30, 25 to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! McPherson brings it back for the pick 6! 77 yards! David Foster, one of the best linebackers to come into this program. 4 years, 101 tackles, a 2-year starter, 30 sacks, 2 interceptions, 8 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, a defensive touchdown, 5 pass deflections. He was a 2014 First-Team All-Conference. S10 got to him! Intercepted by David Foster! David Foster's gonna take it to the house! Touchdown! 3rd and 1, Powers, hands off, Thomas lit him up, knocks his helmet off! And they won't get the first! Irons, back to pass again. Foster got him for a safety! He's the last one. What a senior class. What an absolutely loaded senior class that we had. Foster, McPherson, Mangum, Tucker. Jeez. Absolute studs. You had Richards who transferred in. Lovely to the D-line. He was a stud. Darrell Graham was a stud at running back for the 1 year we had him that was starting. Casey Davis wasn't the greatest receiver we've ever had, but when he could clutch up, man, that touchdown that he had in the Boston College game was insane. What an absolute senior class. What a loaded senior class. You know where we're going now, though. To the wheel! First trip to the wheel, we got the height wheel. And he will be 7, 7, 7, 7. 6'9" is close to 7. I'll take it. On to the position wheel. He will be a 6'9" defensive tackle. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. To the state wheel. We're going to go to the state wheel first. 6'9" defensive tackle from the great state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. He's a Quaker. And his star caliber that we will shoot for on the ratings will be... five stars. Yeah, give me a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jared Benedict, defensive tackle from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. 6'9", 225, dripped to the nines. He might rip your head off. 99 speed, 85 strength, 80 awareness, 80 agility, 85 excel, 70 carrying, 60 jumping, 60 break, 85 tackle. Now 80 tackle. 80 tackle. We'll make him a 95 overall. 85 stamina, 90 injury. This dude is going to cause havoc on the D-line. My goal is for him to possibly win a Heisman Trophy as a defensive player on the line. Would it surprise me if he did? Not at all. Do I hope we can land him? Oh yeah, we've shown we can land the created kids, but... I don't know, he's pretty good. Let's go back to the wheel for round 2. Back to the height wheel. And the wheel is going to give us... 6'7". We got the tall boys today. Position wheel. What are we gonna get? Left guard? Center. A 6'7" center from the great state of... Oregon. Okay. And the star wheel. What are we gonna get? 2-star. 6'7", and he's a 2-star. Why do I feel like I'm going to massively mess this one up? Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Bob Elkhart from River Road, Oregon. He is a center, 6'7", 260. Now when you see his stats, he has 99 strength, 90 pass block, we'll do 95 of each, 95 pass block, 95 run block. He's probably going to clock in a 3, maybe a low 4, but to counter his very, very good blocking and his very good strength, he has 45 speed, 40 awareness, 40 agility, and 40 acceleration. You want the highest of the pros? You want the greatest sell ever of why you should recruit this kid? Well, have the biggest negative you've ever seen in an O-lineman. He is not fast, can't aware to anything, no agility, and he can't get off the line at all. But he can hit somebody and knock him over. This is going to be an interesting recruitment. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this video, let's spin that wheel. On the height wheel, he will be on the middle of it, 6'3". To the position wheel, he will be a 6'3" wide receiver. Okay. A 6'3" wide receiver from the great state of Louisiana. Go Tigers! And from the star wheel, 6'3" wide receiver. Two stars! Oh man. I really hope this kid gets recruited. Say hello to the final recruit of the video, Kyle Roswell from Thibodaux, Louisiana. He is a left-handed wide receiver, 6'3", 174 pounds. 85 speed, 75 strength, 70 awareness, 60 agility, 70 excel, 80 catching, 80 carrying, 75 jumping, 70 break, 95 injury, 85 stamina. I kind of want to drop that awareness down to 60. We'll drop it. We'll make it a 65. We'll drop that awareness to 60. See if that bumps him down to a high 2, maybe a low 3. And let's get to recruit. Let's see where our guys landed. Jared Benedict, obviously number 1. I see interest on that bar. We are gonna go after him. We're gonna send the house. We are gonna use playing time. Or, you know, coaching style. We're gonna go after him. We are gonna try to get that bar up. It's there. I see a chance. Roswell did end up being a 2-star with Texas at the top of his list. Also Louisiana Tech. Go to La Tech. Please go to La Tech. It landed on 2. 4-star center. I mean, is it worth going after him? Poor discipline. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's fill out our board and I'll get back to you. There are so many defensive players interested in our program. We do need to go after some offensive players because we haven't recruited any so far. But I will go after Eric Williams. Or maybe? I could go after Chad Sharp, local from Idaho. We're gonna preach location. We're gonna go after him, and we can also redshirt him as well. Depends where he falls, because I don't know exactly how the depth chart is gonna look. Because I know we have a lot of players on the roster, but they're not the greatest of athletes. When you look at our returning players, at middle linebacker, we have 2 juniors, both over 80 overall, and a sophomore at 78. Outside linebacker, we only have 1 guy over 80, he's a senior. So we absolutely should recruit the outside linebacker, because even though we have a lot of outside linebackers, they are walk-ons. Defensive tackle, we absolutely need defensive tackles. I take back what I said. Eric Williams. Let's go academics. As well as Daniel White. Let's go send the house, and let's go playing time. We're going after 2 4-star defensive tackles and a 5-star. And I think with the way our defensive ends are looking, at right end, we absolutely can put one of them at right end. And then put Robinson on the other side. If we land all 3 of them, which is a pipe dream, I wouldn't put stock into it. We could do really good at that. We do need some receivers. We have 3 senior wide receivers and a junior. Running back, we are pretty set with 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior. And at quarterback, we have 2 seniors, a sophomore, junior, and a freshman. Dual end is... We are not turning to Marcus. Heck nah, dude. Alright, I'm going to get to the end of this, and then I'll get back, because I just want to get a lot of players on this board. We have 22 scholarships to work with.
This is our target list. Benedict Goodwin, the athlete from Tyler, Texas. Jason Williams. Eric Williams. Chad Sharp. Daniel White. Will Duncan. Adam Hurst. Debating if I want to drop the points to put another receiver on this board and drop the points on 1 player. These guys are send the house. We're going to send the house on Williams. Sharp, we can do an in-home visit. I will drop it down to that. Though I don't want to lose ground to Oregon State, because God knows I need them to get any more good players. Out of Montana prospects, it's a 1 point on him. I do need to go after a receiver. I do need a receiver. We have 1 targeted. We're going to need some more good receivers. If you look at the interest bars, the best one's going to be 3 stars. And we've done some good work with 3-star receivers in the past. I think our best bet would be going and looking at the 2 stars and trying to develop them. Matt Carter looks like a really good player. It's a little dropping on what we have. Good potential, poor discipline. A+ hands on him. I like that. I like that. I need to drop the points though. Go after him. So we're going to do this. Jason Williams. Just going to take him off the board. Take him off the board. And we're going to go after the 2 star. Dropping a 5 for a 2. It's not the wisest thing in the world. But I feel like we can make it work. I feel like we can make it work. In-home visit. We'll preach program prestige because we're better than all those teams. And he's not the fastest guy. We can definitely go after if I see a 416. If I see a 416, it's over with. I don't. Saw a 420. 416 is, I believe, the fastest they can run. There's a 416. Jonathan Coley, Indiana. In-home visit, program prestige. I can't even scout until next week. Why not? Let's go to week 2 with our California pipeline. Bada bing, bada boom.
Shocking! No commitments. How is it looking on our current targets? A lot of green arrows. I'm loving the green arrows. We are still not on his board. I'm gonna do one more week of sending the house for him. One more week, and then we're done. I feel like Ohio State's gonna lock him up. But we'll preach playing time, see what we can get. Goodwin as well. You know what? No, we'll drop him. We'll drop him. And we'll focus all of our attention to these green arrows and getting these lower tier players on signed to us if we can land them. Eric Williams, we're going to send the house. And we're going to preach playing time. Chad Sharp, we are sitting number 1 on his board. We're going to in-home visit and we're going to preach coaching style. Daniel White, we're sitting at 3rd. We're going to in-home visit. We're going to preach location. Aaron McAfee, fullback from Montana. We're going to send the house only 15 points. We'll preach location. We can always use a good fullback. We're going to send the house on the receiver from Indiana. And we're going to preach academics. We're going to scout him. Oh, good potential. Oh. 40 is a little slower than scouted, but I'll take that. Kicker, I'll take what I get with that. We're going to preach academics. We're going after a kicker. We need it. We need a kicker. We need a punter badly. Send the house. And we're going to go location. We got 15 points to use. We could send the house on Sharp if we wanted to. And that would send the house on everybody on our board. Sharp or White? Daniel White needs it more. Send the house. Let's go! Week 3!
Oh! We got him! Daniel White commits to CKU! I didn't think we were going to get him, but we did! We got us a defensive tackle. We can spend more points. Let's see what's on the interested board. Where's our middle linebacker? Start on the board. How is our middle linebacker core looking? Again, our outside linebacker core could use some work. We could probably convert him to an outside linebacker. I wouldn't be mad at that. Let's go to interested prospects and let's... Safety. We need to look at our safety room. We need a strong safety. We can probably change him to a strong safety. We have no one to stop him. 3rd, we can go after him. Send the house. And we'll go for coaching style. Actually, academics. Meanwhile, the rest of the prospects. Ohio State got him. Take him off the board. Playing time was a detriment? He was gonna start! Who was gonna start over him? Who was gonna start over him if he commits? Literally. Who to go with coaching style. Chad Sharp, send the house. We'll do program prestige. David Miller, send the house. Academics, already on that. Aaron McAfee, send the house. Playing time. Jonathan Coley, send the house. We're gonna preach. Playing time, because he'll probably be playing right away. Will Duncan, send the house. We're gonna go with playing time. We do need a guard. Shoot. I didn't think about that. We need a guard. Our line's usually solid.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Yeah, we'll go for a blipper, see if we can land it. If not, we take a walk on, that'll be fine. What's our garden even looking like? Oh, dude, we are cooked. We left guards like yesterday. Yeah, let's finish going down the target line. McAfee, send the house. Send the house. Send the house. In-home visit. Oh, you don't have more BR. You know what? You're done. Bye. Outlaw. Perfect prestige. He likes that.
Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
We're running out of time to land this receiver.
And we'll
Yeah, we're gonna land him for sure. We'll probably land him after this week. All goes well, we can land 13 players. I'm hoping. Let's get some of you guys locked up and see if we can't get any more out of week 4. David Miller commits to CKU. Current target. I see some green arrows. I see some blue. We're looking good. We're looking really good. We're not gonna get this kid, but we're gonna keep trying, I guess. UCLA is running away with it. UCLA's running away. We'll keep trying. Why not free playing time?
like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.
McAfee. Oh!
To dream,
His background is checkered.
in strength now.
Ah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Only one.
Making Iowa's problem. Chad Sharp, send the house. We'll go playing time. Eric Williams, send the house. Program prestige. Will Duncan, playing time. Program prestige. Blair Pruitt, send the house. If things aren't really shut down! Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Oh god. Sheldon Thornton. Sheldon. Okay, we're good. Send the house. Lock him down. We have 49 points left this week. What can we take out of here? Dylan Brooks is still top of the board. We could build up the linebacker room. We could build up our linebacker room. Like, crazy. Do we have any wide receivers? No, not really. Brandon Brown. Let's just do it. Brandon Brown. I'll go for it. Why not? Shoot for the stars. On to week 5. This is not looking good for the home team. Brother, who are you? Do I remember recruiting you? No, but I'll take it. Kurt Malone, middle linebacker. That accomplished none of our goals. Current targets. Send the house on Williams. I guess we'll do coach prestige. Send the house on Sharp. Hope this is it. Academics. We're gonna go after the guys that we were going after. Dude, why are we recruiting kids that are straight up gonna go somewhere else? Like, look at these interest marks. He's going to UCLA. He's going to Wazoo. I don't even need another running back. Will Duncan is not gonna commit to us. We got him. I think we pretty much got him. Other players are submitted out. McAfee went to Iowa. Outlaw went to UCLA. Brown went to Wyoming. There is no chance we land a wide receiver in this run, which sucks. Because we need a wide receiver horribly. I guess we can go for wide receivers next year. Yeah, send the house. Send the house. Send the house. I guess we can go for it. Center. Send the house. It's a small class for sure. what we got, but we can make it work. We're probably gonna land a bunch of kids I've never heard of anyway. And let's go to signing day.
And of course, we land another running back. 3-star Marquez Larson from Clinton, Michigan. I just may cut him. Eric Williams. We did get a guard in Ryan Menegat. Sheldon Thornton, the punter. Tried Sharp, the middle linebacker. We got a solid class. Not the greatest by any stretch. Man. We got a pretty solid class. We have a lot of 4-stars. And I mean a lot of 4s. Malone, Sharp, Williams, Miller, White, and Young, and Brooks, and Bussing, and Harper. We got a pretty solid class of 4-stars. It's just, we didn't land positions I thought we would get, like wide receiver. And, yeah, I thought we had some of those receivers. Didn't. But I think we can do well with what we have. Where did he go? He went to Ohio State. Shock and awe. Let's see where our other guys went. Louisiana. Roswell went to Texas. And from Oregon, our center Elkhart went to Oregon State. Let's see where we finished in the classes. Oregon State was the top class in the nation. I believe they tied for first for the number 5, but they had the number 1 class. Where are we? 21st! Okay, a lot better than I thought we would have done. I thought we'd finish a little bit. The 8 4-stars really helped. We had a lot of 4s. But Oregon State, they are going to be a force to reckon with. Good God. 5 5-stars, 12 4s. Insanity. Let's move on.
Position changes, I probably will change a few things up. We now have 5 running backs again. Exactly what we didn't need another running back, so we'll redshirt him. We have 2 fullbacks, 4 wide receivers, that's it at wide receiver, and 3 seniors. So we have to recruit heavy on wide receivers. Tight ends, we have 1, we're looking at oh yeah, we can't catch! 72, 66, 66. From the left guard. Stevens at center, left end. We'll move one of them to right end. It's not gonna make a difference. Just balancing it out will help out the numbers on the depth chart. Defensive tackle. We got a pretty solid D tackle room. 5 freshmen that we are going to have to redshirt a couple of. I'll probably redshirt Harper and Douglas and let Jackson. Or I'll redshirt Douglas and Jackson. And then we'll let White, Williams, Harper, and Robbins be the 4. Or I can redshirt all 3 of them and let these 3 run. I don't know. Linebacker. I mean, I'm cool with linebackers. Middle linebacker, Marco Howard, Isaac Miller, Bussin at 3rd. Brooks, Hoffman, Sharp, Malone. 6 middle linebacker freshmen. God. Corners, no freshmen. 1 freshman at free safety, 1 at strong safety. Both of them will probably get playing time, but they'll probably start Dave Small. Kicker, we got 1, and punter. I mean, he's here. I'll redshirt him, but Bentley's gonna get the start. Athlete, nobody. So I'm not gonna change any positions that we don't need changed. And we're just gonna run to training results.
Bevan Garnett is a 98 overall tight end. Stewart's 98. McDowell's up to a 93. Robinson's up to a 90. Stevens to an 89. Howard 88. So we did some pretty good work on training this year. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. I don't think we need all of these middle linebackers. Like, these are the guys we recruited. We didn't recruit Malone. I'm going to cut Malone. I'm going to cut Foster. I'm going to cut Rogers. And I'm going to keep Brooks, Bussing, and Sharp. We don't need 6 freshmen middle line. I don't like to make cuts. This is the first time in the entire series that I've made cuts. But we did not need 6 middle linebackers. Freshmen middle linebackers, no less. I can probably redshirt one of them, maybe two. I can redshirt the bottom two. Then let these four run. Dude, we're good. We're good. No other position is that crazy with the amount of freshmen. We have 22 freshmen. 20 sophomores, 9 juniors, and 16 seniors. We got a pretty crazy roster this year. Let's go on the depth chart, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the depth chart that I have it at right now. I have not changed anything. Doolin, Smart, and Scott Peters. I'm going to put DeMarcus at third string. I do not at all want him as the backup. I don't like that he's the backup. I think we'd be better off with Scott Peters, even though the arm is a little worse. It's his speed that's going to help. It's going to be the same thing we've had the last couple years. Actually, Charles, senior, third string. Charles is the third string. DeMarcus is the fourth. I think Charles can. Don't ask me why. Running back, we'll have Clemens, Newman, Corey Powell, Brian Jackson. Fullback, Tyson Stewart, Kendrick Austin, Rashawn McDowell, Castillo, Jones, Harris, Kuhn. Scott Peters is the sixth string wide receiver. I don't hate that. With his speed. His catching. His catching isn't even that bad. I could legit make him a wide receiver for this season. I'm going to leave him at backup quarterback, but if we need to put a wide receiver, he's an emergency receiver, for sure. For sure. Garnett, obviously the starter. Marshall, Mitchell, Stevens, Nelson, Crowell, obvious O-line starters. Robinson and McGee at left end. Thompson and McGee at right end. So if someone gets hurt, better hope they both don't get hurt. Daniel White, Eric Williams, Omar Douglas, all freshmen at defensive tackle. Their numbers will be changed for sure. Outside linebacker, Gaston. Middle linebacker, Marco Howard, Isaac Meyer, David Hoffman. Greg Brown, Charles Bussing, and Phil Brooks at right outside linebacker. Anderson, Goff, Butch, Holmes, Manning at corner. Rice, Miller, Butch, free safety. Small, Butch, Young. We're going to put Darryl Young at backup on this one. Mark Bailey at kicker. Mark Bentley at Hunter, same as last year. McDowell, Bentley, the kicker on sides. We will switch that to Bailey. I think we can get some work out of him starting and get kickoffs going. I think he will be a lot better for onside kicks. Long snapper, Jordan Stevens. And I like that depth chart. I really, really do. We're going to change up some jersey numbers, and I'll get back with the red shirts, not schedule, red shirts. On the red shirt front, we have redshirted Larson at halfback, Salyer at wide receiver, Harper, Douglas, Jackson at defensive tackle, Brooks, Sharp at middle linebacker, and Thornton at punter. Here is the 2015 in-season recruiting board. Matt Spence, left guard. Alan Reynolds, left guard. Andrew Parker, wide receiver. 4-star corner, Art Williamson. 4-star wide receiver, Christian Muller. 4-star corner, Tony Outlaw. 4-star corner, David Murphy. 4-star center, Chris Stevenson. 4-star wide receiver, Lee Cronin. 4-star fullback, Ray Bowling. 3-star center, Marcus O'Connor. 3-star guard, Robert Spence. And finally, your 2015 schedule. We start against Oregon State, the #1 team in the nation, on a 32-game win streak. They are coming to Helena, Montana, to Kellogg Stadium under the lights. The back-to-back national champs. We played them once, and we beat them. We then welcome Washington State into Kellogg Stadium in Week 2. Head on the road to Wyoming in Week 3. Bye week, followed up by Nevada, Utah State on the road, Boise State on the road, Hawaii at home, Louisiana Tech on the road, and Fresno State on the road with a bye week after that. Then we have New Mexico State at home, and our final game at home against Idaho. And finally, let's check out Athlon Sports. Of course, Oregon State is absolutely everywhere in here. We got the most All-Americans in the WAC again. Preseason All-Americans. I will take that. We have 4 of the 5 on the line. Goff, the first team All-American preseason corner. Second team, we have nobody. Shocking. All-conference first team. 4 on the line. Travis Goff, Evan Anderson, and Mark Bailey. Second team, JT Clemens, Bevan Garnett, Marcus Kroll. And that's it. I thought we'd have a little more, but conference outlook. Obviously, we're favored to take home the conference. Hopefully, we can win and get the heck out of this conference. We gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win. We start the year number 20. Are we in the toughest places to play? No. Is Oregon State? Weird. 32-game win streak, you're not even in the toughest places to play. Minnesota is. Whatever. Finally, Heisman Watch, we have nobody here. But Colorado has a quarterback. I wonder if they'll retire his jersey immediately. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so that you never miss an upload. Let's shoot for 5 likes on the video. I'll see you guys next time. Cue the music. Go Tigers.
So I wrote this letter, dear whoever wants to listen and make themselves better. Emotion shifts like the weather, whatever night you play your cards, right, determines forever.